Never know your soul. Never know your heart. Ain't no love in no heart of city, this is what they tell me. Shit, I'm just waiting on somebody to show me.
How do you define born rich? You can define it in many different aspects, but for me personally, I define being born rich as a new phase of life, as the kid that grew up down Lorimer Avenue that had a dream to start a clothing line for his city and for his friends that eventually the big corporations took away. Before I was born rich, I was guap. I was getting us away from poverty. But the big wig said that was too much, couldn't make it happen, so they took it away. And then you start a brand, Kid Rich. And what is Kid Rich? Kid Rich is the fun, the wealth, the everything. And I don't want to say that anybody took it away. I believe that God had to shed a different light. So now here we are, we're born rich. And of course, whenever you hear rich, you immediately think of the wealth, the cars, the fame, the girls, the lifestyle, everything that comes along with it. But the piece that you'll miss, the piece that will kind of slightly throw you off about us and our brand, is what rich really means. And rich was originated from a person that's not no longer with us, not deceased, but just, you know what I'm saying, took another path. And it was originated at a rebel individual changing history. So now the next question is, to dig deep inside is what is a rebel individual changing history? And that's the person that doesn't give up. That's the person that grows up in the inner city, that has a little to anything, and that makes a way out for itself. A rebel individual is the 5 partners that I have with me right now, who grew up in the inner city, who parents didn't have too much of anything, and we're making a way out. We're making a way out of nothing. A rebel individual is a person, myself, who grew up wanting to aspire to be something other than what the normacy is. And the normacy, from where I'm from, is a drug dealer, a rapper, an athlete. That's what the normacy is from where I come from. Is defining the odds, and that whenever you're walking into people's faces and they tell you that it can't be done, or when you're trying to do something for a city that you love that doesn't really love you back. That's what a rebel individual is to me. Whenever you lose the loved one, when you lose your brother who you just reconnected with 6 years prior, gets taken away from you, and you still continue to push forward and grow. Whenever you watch all of your closest friends get incarcerated and killed, but you still keep pushing because you know there's another way for you. That's what a rebel is. Somebody who's just not with laying down, who doesn't care how many peaks and how many valleys they go through, but they continue to move and push. A rebel individual to me is somebody like Marcus Garvey, Muhammad Ali, Sean P. Diddy Combs, Jay-Z, Biggie. Those are rebel individuals because they took their situation and they changed it for the greater good for themselves and for other people. A rebel individual to me is Jesse Owens and Venus and Serena Williams and Eminem and Dr. Dre. Those are the people that said we're not gonna convey to what everybody wants us to be. We're gonna be different, and I have no problem with being different. A rebel individual to me is Andy Warhol, Picasso, Beethoven, Mozart, the ones that define the odds with hearing disabilities and color deficiencies, but they still say this is my passion, this is what I love, and this is what I'm going to do. A rebel individual to me is the little kid who's growing up in the inner city right now with no hope, no dreams, no anything, and everybody just keeps telling him you can't do, you can't achieve. But he knows deep down inside that if he keeps his faith, and if he keeps his dreams, and if he keeps his goals, he's eventually going to do something for himself and for others. That's a rebel individual changing history. It's somebody that just continuously pushes against what the normacy is, that keeps pushing up the hill whenever you're walking up the hill and there's just snow and it's snowballs effects just coming at you and you're taking each one of those hits one by one by one, but you're shrugging it off and it never stops. You may sit down and take a break, but you never stop moving. That's a rebel individual to me. Rebel individual to me is Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, who said this has to stop. Something has to change. Those are rebel individuals changing history. The most influential rebel to me is Jesus Christ himself. Is a man that said, I'm going to defy everything that everybody's saying that is wrong. I'm walking in my likeness and I'm praying to my God. And I'm going to keep on teaching the word and the gospel and show people the way to go. And y'all follow me. And the ones that follow me will understand, and the ones that don't, they'll learn later. A person that dies for everybody's sin so that we can all experience this greater good of life. That's the biggest rebel individual to me. And that's what we're here to do. Is we're here to defy the odds of what fashion in Pittsburgh is, because to the outside, we're not accepted. We don't have it. We're not New York. We're not LA. We're not Paris. We're not Tokyo. We're Pittsburgh, where all we do is play football, hockey, and go to school. That's all we're known for. We're known for 6 rings. We're known for Stanley Cups and World Series championships. But we're defining the odds right now. We're being rebel individuals because we're trying to give a voice and an outlook to so many people that have so many other dreams, that have so many other different aspirations. That's what our clothes inspire. That's where we get our aspirations from. That's why we stay hungry. That's why we stay strong. For the families that we have. For my wife that I love dearly. For my 2 kids that I'm raising right now. For the mother that I want to never have to work again. For the brothers and the sisters that I still have. For the brothers that I have that are inside this company with me. That's why we fight. That's why we push forward. That's why we're rebels. The question is, are you ready to be a rebel? Are you ready to define the odds? Are you ready to step outside of the normacy? Or are you ready to be looked at different because of what you want? Because we are. So join us. Born Rich Brand.
R-Rich is an acronym for Rebel Individuals Changing History. At times in your life where, you feel like it's time for you to quit, it's time for you to stop, start over, that's not what we're about. There was situations, in my life, I got my testimony I can give y'all. A lot of people out there has probably, been in a similar situation. Quitting is just, I don't like saying the word, I don't like to think about it, but back in high school, I remember SAT scores was low, and GPA was low, QPA was low, you go to your guidance counselor, they're supposed to help. I got the opposite, she told me, basically, you ain't going up here, you ain't gonna be nothing, you ain't gonna be nothing, you ain't gonna be nobody. I'm like, it's coming from the guidance counselor, she's supposed to tell me the opposite, supposed to make sure my hopes and dreams come true, that was a situation in my life, one situation in my life where I could have quit. I could have stopped right there, I kept going. Fast forward in my life, I got a little bit going on, I'm working two jobs, 3 at one point actually. And paying child support, county get wind that you getting more than 1 check, they all want a piece of the pie, I'm talking about, they start taking from here, taking from there. Eventually, bills began to get paid, car get repoed, eviction notice come, light and gas notice come where they about to cut your stuff off, got a kid. That was another situation where I could have just, quit, stop there, like, it's over, it's a wrap. That's not what rebels do. Rebels keep pushing. You got things going good for you. You got a business going. You meet celebrities. You talking to people making big business deals, and then, more adversity comes. Lost my nephew, my youngest nephew. Lost him to the streets. He's a victim of violence out here. 2011. And that was tough for me. Because my nephews like my brothers. They all my brothers. They're so close in age. I'm the biggest brother. That's what they call me. They call me Big Bro. For me to lose one of them was like losing. It's like it tore me apart. That was definitely one of the worst times in my life. Where I definitely wanted to quit. I knew for my family, that wasn't an option, And actually, fast forward 2013, I lose my mom. It's my mom, breast cancer. So, just losing my nephew and then losing my mom. About 2 years later, that was definitely the toughest. That was devastating. Some people probably would have quit. They probably would have stopped, stop grinding. But she taught me the game, She taught me, about working hard and, eventually you'll get what you're striving for, So, and also in the same year we lost a partner. I ain't lose him, to death or anything, but he's incarcerated. That's another thing, like we can't, it's another reason why we can't quit. That's another reason why we gotta even go harder, You got adversities, you go through, you go through tough times, you go through ups, you go through downs, but no matter what, you just gotta keep going, Free Cole. When he come home, everything we wait, he just put his feet up. He might not even have to work, but knowing Cole, he's gonna want to do something. That's my testimony. He's gonna make you born rich. That's what I need to know. Make you born rich.